Hello everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do the Gemini Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those do resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. Okay, Gemini. What is the strongest message that is wanting to come through for you this week? I feel like for some of you, you might just be feeling kind of lost right now. You might not be sure which way to go. There might be a connection that you're questioning whether or not you should walk away from this connection or keep moving towards this connection. I kind of feel like every time you feel like you know what you want to do, there's some new communication that comes from this person, or there's something that comes in that makes you question whether or not you're making the right decision. And I'm sure that this Mercury retrograde that we're stepping into and the full moon in Pisces is probably making you feel a little bit more uneasy with that energy, with that person. What is the strongest message that's wanting to come through for you? Your overall energy is the House card, and what this represents is kind of finding that place of comfort. It's also it's also about focusing on your inner world first. It's about taking care of yourself, taking care of your surroundings. When you're in a place of comfort within yourself and within your surroundings, it's easier to kind of navigate forward. If you're doing things that feel good to you, if you're pursuing things that feel good to you, it always makes that path forward a lot easier. I feel like a lot of you, you might have either connected to somebody in the past and the connection just felt very beautiful, very unique, very special. This connection made you feel really good. This is something that you thought was, your wish fulfillment, your dream come true. And then with this, this is the Park card, but I always feel like this is something that is kind of closed off because there is like a growth period or there is healing going on. So I feel like there's this connection that you've had in the past. It might not even be a relationship. It might be a dream or a desire that you've had that you've been trying to really nurture. But it's also something that you're not seeing coming into the physical world at all. This relationship seems to be closed off. This dream, you keep setting these intentions for it, but you're not seeing anything come together. And so what that's leading you to do is be in this fox kind of energy. The fox energy is kind of like really, it's a very like following your instincts kind of energy, but it's also kind of in defensive mode. So you feel like you're following your intuition, you feel like you're following that instinctive nature, and you are, but there is a little mistrust in it and there is a little fear. And so in that is going to create some kind of conflict. I also feel for some of you, this might be something that you have maybe just kind of put on the back burner. This is a dream that you've had that you just did not see any progress coming from it, or you didn't see any progress coming from this relationship. So you might be trying to kind of walk away from it, but you keep getting pulled back to it. Your mind keeps going back to it, because I do feel that this is a dream that you need to go back to. Whether it's a person, whether it's a dream that you have, a desire that you have, something that you want to pursue. I do feel that that you need to go back and revisit this for whatever reason. You're being pulled back to that for a reason. But I feel like you're struggling with understanding it because you're in this kind of like survival mode type of energy. And so that's why it's really important to um, find that comfort within yourself. Do what you can to nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Um, and as simple as it sounds, your immediate surroundings, if you are able to find peace and comfort in your immediate surroundings, that makes things easier for you. It's easier for you to get grounded. So make your home space one that's peaceful. Meditate, cleanse your space. We are stepping into a full moon, and so it's always important to smudge your house. If you don't smudge with like incense or with sage, you can even buy sage spray. You can even just simply open up the windows. You can even clean your house. Like that'll help like cleanse that area. Get rid of any clutter. Anything that kind of weighs you down. What's that lady? If it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. It seems very simple, but clearing away any kind of cluttered energy always makes you feel better within yourself. And it also helps you to see difficult situations more clearly. Um, I do feel also for a lot of you that a connection might be resurfacing, or that something in your relationship um, that has been difficult that you and this person have been trying to ignore or trying not to really focus on too much, that might be coming back to the surface right now, but it's coming up for healing. It's coming up for you both to address it, because I feel like this energy that's not being addressed between the two of you is causing a lot of tension. It's causing a lot of kind of underlying mistrust. If there's something that you have held back on communicating to somebody, or if you're feeling like somebody is holding back something from you, I feel like that is going to start bringing up a lot of mistrust and resentment. And so I do feel that it's important to address it now. Address it in a place of comfort before it gets to a place of too much tension. Because when you're speaking from frustration, it's hard to, really see the truth. All right, so Gemini. What is your energy coming into the week? You have the Hierophant. You might be connecting to a Taurus. Oops, give me a second. Okay, sorry. Oh. Probably should have done that before I restarted it. Okay, so the Hierophant being your energy coming into the week. That's really being focused on wanting something more traditional, wanting something more solid. That's also being in that space of wanting to do what's right for you, wanting to do what's right in a commitment. This is also about being in a very solid commitment, or even being in a very traditional type of job. Let me keep going. kind of feel like you have this vision of what you want for yourself moving forward. You kind of have this very set plan. You have these goals of how you want things to move forward. Either within your life in general, within this relationship. Like, you're looking at this relationship and you want, your focus is wanting commitment, wanting something more traditional. The challenge is moving that forward. But with the Seven of Swords being above it, that's something that's not being acknowledged. It's like trying to move something forward without acknowledging the elephant in the room. Let me keep going. Yeah, it's almost like I feel like you are trying to either defend your truth or a truth and you're wanting this truth to be revealed. What is this? Your energy coming into the week is Hierophant, which is being in a routine. Your outcome this week is the Eight of Pentacles, which is being in a routine, working towards a goal. Sorry, let me keep going. All right, so you have Five of Pentacles as your overall energy. So this is it being in that space where you're feeling like you're not being supported. You feel kind of you feel left out of a situation. You feel alone. You might even be feeling financially kind of strapped. That's really being in this space of feeling like something's missing or feeling like you're lacking something. Underneath that, you have the Justice card and the Two of Wands. You're definitely feeling a lack in balance in a relationship, balance even within your friendships. This could also be some of you might be dealing with some sort of legal battle. And I feel like you're right in this. And you feel like that should be enough to get this moving forward. But I feel like you're kind of being blocked by somebody who's not presenting everything. And I feel like that's kind of a struggle that you're dealing with. And you feel like you're going to have to keep fighting for your truth. And you feel like your truth is not going to be acknowledged. I do feel that it will ultimately. I feel like there's a more like a different way maybe to go about this, like a different way to present your truth, if that makes sense. And I do want to say that your truth really speaks for itself, if that makes any sense. And that's for those of you if you're dealing with some kind of legal issue. For others of you, I just feel that there's something with a connection that you're in. You're wanting, like, you're wanting the right thing to be done in this. I feel like there's some sort of truth that you want acknowledged, or you want somebody to acknowledge maybe your efforts, or you want to know what, like, you want to know the truth from this person. I feel like you have an idea, like you feel like you already know what this truth is. If that's the case, um I I I feel like there's more to it. I don't feel that even within the truth that you feel that you're seeing in this, I still feel that you're not seeing the whole picture. I feel like you know that this person is not opening up about something. And I think that you're right about that, but I don't feel that it's what you think that it is. I feel like you think because this person is withholding something from you, you feel like they're not supporting you. You feel like they're not bringing balance to this relationship. But what you're not seeing is this Ten of Wands. Um, this person is so overwhelmed. I don't even feel that they're acknowledging that they're even able to acknowledge that right now. Let me get a little bit more. Tell me more. What is this energy? I also feel too, for some of you, you feel like somebody has kind of cut you off because of some sort of misconception that they have of you, or misperception. Like you feel like somebody has cut you off because they're not seeing you in the right way. And I feel like you really want for this person to, like, you want to explain better to this person, or you want this person to understand where you're coming from. You're wanting this person to see your truth. I don't feel that, I feel like you really feel that this person is seeing you in a negative way, or not supporting you, or disconnecting themselves from you because they're seeing you in a negative light, or they're seeing something in the wrong way. And I feel like you're really trying to kind of get your point across, maybe. But I think that it's important to understand that this person is not in the position to see your truth right now. It's not because they don't want to. It's that they're so overwhelmed in their own world, or whatever they're over, dealing with right now, that they're not able to see it from your perspective. Because seeing it from your perspective is actually in some way going to add more of a burden to them, and it might even be that they will have to kind of acknowledge a level of guilt. um it really is important to embrace the idea that everybody can only see things from their own perspective. If somebody is in a place of pain and in a place of hurt, they're not going to, it's going to be harder for them to see things in a more positive light. Like that person is going to see things through the eyes of pain. Somebody who feels like they have constantly been hurt and let down by other people in the past, they are more than likely going to see everything that you're doing as trying to hurt them, even though that's not what your intention is. When somebody is in that place of pain, that's what they're seeing. And so to some degree, if you're trying to get this person to kind of see your truth, or understand your perception, or understand your needs, I feel like you might be trying to kind of over communicate, or really try to kind of push that on, like get that taken care of, like really try to put it all out there. And I feel like it's just causing like more tension, because it's just that the person is just not in that space to acknowledge that right now. Um, and so it's important to keep in mind what you are nurturing in the sense. If you're, instead of fighting to get this person to see your truth, or understand your side, take that time to understand yourself. Why is that important to you? Put that energy into yourself. When this person is ready to see it, they will see it, if that makes sense. Also, if this is something that you feel very passionately about, and this person is not understanding that, find other ways to put that energy out there, not directed at them, but just find creative ways to, if you feel that passionately about it, there's something to that. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, tell me a little bit more. What is this energy? The Knight of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like you're connected with somebody and you feel like this person is just kind of doing their own thing. You feel like they're not really taking things seriously, or you feel really excited about this person and you're wanting to put more effort into this. For some of you, this even could be a job that you're feeling really passionately about, a career choice that you're feeling passionately about, and you want to put effort into this. You want to put consistency in this. You want to try for this. If it's a relationship, I feel like you feel that the person is not putting in the effort that you are. Or I feel like you feel that your efforts are going unnoticed with this person. I kind of feel for some of you, you might be seeing that this person is in a pretty heavy place. Like they might not even be in a position to acknowledge things in the way that you want them to. It's kind of like they have some kind of toxic connection to something. It could be an idea, it could be a person, it could be that they're just overworking themselves. Um, they're just going through a really dark place emotionally. But I feel like you're kind of getting this clarity that this person is kind of in a lower type of energy. And I don't mean any negative towards this person. I feel like they're just in a very heavy place. There's something toxic or lower vibration or not very healthy that they're connecting themselves to. And it's kind of like the more you try to push your truth on them, the more they're resisting it. And so the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands is, it's like, I feel like you're realizing that you can't continue to try to bring change or entertain this energy, and you might be feeling like you need to kind of focus on a different path right now. Yeah, because ultimately what is needed in this is balance, and the more that you're putting effort in, it's not, the balance is not available. This person is not able to give you that balance that you want. If you can just switch your perspective right now into what your heart wants right now, what you want emotionally, and begin to pursue that, whatever that is. Like for some of you, I feel like this is somebody that you've been connected to for a long time, and you've gotten so much in this space of you know that this is something good. You know that this is something that's meant to be. And so you just keep trying to put this effort into it. And it's almost like in putting all of that effort, you've kind of lost that romance. Like you've lost that hope. And it's kind of important for you to get back into that space so you can manifest from that space, whether it's this person or somebody new. Yeah, the Fool card. This is kind of like picking your battles. You know, if you've been kind of going around in circles with this person and it doesn't seem to be changing, even if this is somebody that you know you're meant to be with, you can still take your attention off of this and put your efforts into something else. If you're focusing on your happiness, if this connection is meant to be, it will come back around. All right, let's see what other messages come up for you. But I definitely feel it's like in all of this energy, you're seeing something within yourself. Like you have this passion in yourself, you have this desire within yourself, and it's almost like you're able to take that energy and put it into something creative, like maybe even put it into something that will like bring you income, if that even makes sense. You know, this person might have brought up a lot of, you know, these Knight of Cups kind of feeling, like these up and down romantic types of feelings. And in that, you have discovered that you're really good at poetry, you're really good at writing, you're really good at music, you're really good at art. You know what I mean? So it's like find creative ways to embrace that energy, if that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. I need to stop doubting myself, right? All right, what is your final messages? Okay, ooh, I like that. I feel like for some of you, this is like very twin flame type of energy. And in twin flames, there's this beautiful, raw, pure energy in this connection. But it's something so different that it catches people off guard, because if you think of the concept that a twin flame connection is the other half of you. And so it's like looking into a mirror. It's like having to see your flaws, having to see your faults, and that's not an easy thing. I feel like that's kind of what is going on in this connection. And for one person, it's just really difficult to take in all of that energy right now. It's really difficult for one of, you know, that person, maybe even you, it might be difficult for you to kind of see the truth in this person right now. This does indicate that you and this person are both mirroring each other in some aspect. If you get time, I would look up what it means to mirror each other in soul connections, because there's so much more depth to it than what I can really explain. But for example, if you're naturally a very shy and reserved person, that soul connection is going to mirror that by being completely out there, by being completely outgoing, or by triggering you to push yourself not to be so shy. And it's never done intentionally, it's always done on a soul level. And so, in some way, shape, or form, you two are mirroring something to each other. But you're both kind of in this space where the energy is just so scattered right now and so up in the air, and it's difficult to get that energy grounded. And so it's really kind of put you both in this space of retreat, or put this person in this place of retreat. So all you have to do in that, I know I'm making it sound simplistic, but this is about communicating your truth. What is it that's important to you? And if this person is not willing to listen or accept that, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You express that truth elsewhere. You know, you live in that truth. If you're wanting commitment from this person and you keep expressing that to this person and they're not getting it, then you have to commit to yourself. And that means pulling that energy back and doing what's important for you. And that's how you bring that balance. All right. I love you guys. Bye-bye.